Hello, this is Jonathan Washburn, hashtag the Dean of Mortgages. Thank you so much for joining us for our little school session today. Congratulations to the Toronto Raptors and I guess all of Canada. Oh, Canada, can you believe that you are the NBA champions? Yes, it took like 97 injuries from all of your opponents to get it done, but hey, you deserve all of the nice things that are going to happen to you. I hope you have a wonderful parade this week as Canadians, since you all are so much nicer than we are. I hope you guys have a great time, washing cars instead of flipping them as you're celebrating the championship that you earned yesterday. All right, so today I'm going to talk about a VA myth that a lot of people unfortunately believe, okay? This is the myth that VA loans are harder to get through underwriting. Now, why do people believe this? This is usually because of misinformed or inexperienced loan officers will often make mistakes during a loan process that they're going to have to cover for later. So maybe they're not going to close on time, so they'll say something like, I'm sorry, we had to send this all the way back up to the VA, which is a lie, which is not true. Almost all lenders have automatic underwriting authority. They don't need to send anything to the VA. Or, they'll forget that a pest inspection needs to be done and they have to order it at the last minute. They're like, sorry, the VA's requiring this pest inspection, when we all know that the VA is always going to require that. Okay? Here's the deal. VA loans are actually easier to get through underwriting than almost every other loan. Here's why. There's 3 reasons. Okay? Common sense, performance, and overlays. All right? Let me read directly from the VA Lender Handbook. It literally says in pamphlet 26-7 that underwriters are encouraged to consider every possible appropriate factor in seeking a proper basis for approving a loan application. The former head of VA Underwriting said this: as long as lenders document their reasoning, it is extremely unlikely that VA staff would ever take issue with their decision. Now, you and I know that these days common sense ain't common, right? But believe it or not, VA underwriters are way more likely to use common sense when looking at a tricky or sticky situation than FHA or conventional underwriters, because the VA has told them to. Now, why has the VA told them to? Well, it comes back to our second reason here. Performance. Did you know that VA loans perform better than every other loan out there in the market? An FHA loan is currently defaulting at a rate of almost 9.1% right now. 9.1%. That should be scary for some of us that kind of keep track of these things and look at what the economy is doing. But 9.1% of FHA borrowers are defaulting on their loans right now. Conventional is obviously much better, about a little less than 2.5%. But believe it or not, VA loans default the least amount of times, 1.98% right now. They have a better rate. They're performing better than conventional loans. All right. Additionally, in the unlikely chance that a veteran does default on his loan, a lender is covered by guaranteed coverage by the VA in case the borrower does default. Here's the thing. Lenders want to do VA loans. Why? Because we know that veterans are more likely to pay back their debts than any other type of borrower. All right, now this leads us to our third point, overlays. Because veterans are so good at paying back their loans and not defaulting, VA loans have the lowest amount of overlays of any loan type. What is an overlay? Okay, so an overlay is something that a lender puts over and on top of the regular guidelines that are set in place by Ginnie, Fannie, Freddie, or HUD. All right. So, for instance, here's an overlay that you might often hear about. Maybe you've been told that in order to get a loan through the FHA, you have to have a credit score of at least 580, or maybe a credit score of at least 620. Did you know that this is not an FHA requirement? FHA will actually allow you to get an FHA loan with a credit score of all the way down to 500. But a lot of lenders, as you might have guessed, they don't really want to be giving loans out to people that have credit scores of 500. Maybe they don't think that those FHA buyers are going to pay them back. So what they do is they come in and they set an additional guideline over and on top of HUD's guideline. And they say, no, we know that HUD only requires a credit score of 500, but you need a 580 to work with us, or you need a 620 to work with us. Well, lenders don't really have to do that with VA loans because veterans pay back their debts, because veterans rarely default. So we don't have to protect ourselves against extra losses in the same way that we might have to on an FHA or a conventional loan. Thank you so much for joining us for this myth-busting session today. Again, my name is Jonathan Washburn, hashtag the Dean of Mortgages. Follow me on Facebook, like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, please. youtube.com/C/The Dean of Mortgages. Like my posts, share them with your friends. If you are a veteran that needs to buy a home, please give me a call. My phone number is 843-425-6074. Email me at jonathan.washburn@goldwaterbank.com. Here's the deal. VA loans, just like the Toronto Raptors, are a slam dunk. This is the Dean of Mortgages. Signing off. School is out.